Hello Leo, thank you for joining me. This is your monthly reading for December 2020. Now I'm doing this as a major arcana only reading in the form of a SWOT analysis: strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats. So I'll just finish a shuffle and we'll pull your first card, Leo. That was a bit messy, and this is what has jumped out. Strength in the reverse. How funny that strength in the reverse should be your strength. Right, let's pull the weakness for this reading. Okay, the Emperor. Right, this is so interesting because they're coming out in the opposite order to the previous reading that I just did. But the message is actually the same, but you don't need to know about that, Leo. All right, let's pull for your opportunity. Lovers in the reverse. Okay. And one more for the threat for this SWOT reading. Okay, the Magician. Now I'm getting a very personal feeling about this. I have to say, I'm getting a very personal, that I'm getting straight away, that's a person. That's a person, right? Okay. I've got a big message coming in here, Leo. Whatever you're told, whatever someone tells you, you need to choose between this and that. And that if you don't, something bad is going to happen. The invitation on the table here is to not buy in. Right. The strength we have here is strength in the reverse. Now, the strength card, regardless of what position it's in, the strength card is the point in the tarot cycle, card number 11, where we realise that if we're going to get anywhere, we're going to have to get to grips, literally, like she is on that lion's jaw. We're going to have to get to grips with our gut, with our id, with our inner child, with our inner rampant toddler, and our kind of will to have and do and be what we want to have and do and be when we want to have and do and be it. And that if we don't get what we want, all hell's going to break loose. The strength card is about getting hold of that and kind of, hold on a sec, it was strength in the reverse, wasn't it? Sorry, I'm reading upside down with the camera, so I'm getting a bit mixed up. When strength is in the reverse, it's like, look, no, you'd be doing yourself a disservice if you're kind of clamping down. Let this lion roar, Leo, let it roar. There's nothing wrong. There's never anything really wrong with wanting what we want. You know, the wanting of things, even speaking as a Buddhist, which I am, the wanting of things is inalienable to the human condition. It's all about how we manage it. But the strength here in this reading is about not over managing it. Letting it roar a bit, letting that lion run up and down the road. It's not going to do any harm. Okay. If you try to control it too much, okay. All right. I'll carry on. So your strength is in not being too overpowering with yourself and allowing yourself a bit of latitude. That's your strength here. Your weakness here is the Emperor, or the weakness in this reading. The Emperor, this sense of I'm in charge, I know what to do, you've got to do what I tell you to do because I'm the Emperor. End of. It's that kind of end of energy presenting itself here in this reading as a weakness. And this really does work very, very nicely They complement each other in this reading. So, yeah, okay, let's move on. The opportunity, the Lovers in the reverse. Now, the Lovers is about choosing. It's about choosing this or that. Does the young man choose the young woman? Yes, he does. Or his mother? Okay, is he going to become a husband or remain a son? He can't have both. So is he going to graduate? Is he going to step up and stop being such a boy and become a man? Now, we see the Eros at the top here. We know which way this is going to go. But bottom line is he cannot have both. He will, of course, still be his mother's son, but it will never quite be the same again once he's chosen to become this lady's husband. You can't have both. In choosing A, you have to let go of also having B, C, D, E, E, F, etc., etc., etc. So the opportunity here is to not tear yourself to pieces trying to decide, do you want this or do you want that? Just let go. Let go. Because I see a real relationship here between the Emperor here in the weakness position in this SWOT analysis, kind of lording over these decisions and causing, and I'm going to come to this in a minute because I think they're linked. I think there's a pressure here. Well, I'm coming to it now. I think there's a pressure here from even possibly a particular individual to come down on one side of something or another. And it's turned up here as the threat. It's like you've got to make a decision, and the decision you make is really, really important, really, really pivotal, and will kind of manifest in a kind of permanent way and in a very concrete way throughout your life. This is the kind of narrative that is being presented here by this weakness and this threat, this Emperor and this Magician. Whereas your strength and your opportunity in this reading resides in not not buying in, Leo, to this pressure to come down permanently and decisively on one side or the other. Let this lion roar. Let yourself play. There is room to play here. The opportunity is here for you to either choose multiple things in full knowledge that you know, okay, for now you choose this one and that means you can't have that one, but then later on you could choose another one and then you can't have that one. And it's open. There's an openness here in the strength and the opportunity, and there's a very strong authority coming down here saying you have to choose. You don't have to choose. Now, obviously, I have no idea what this is about, but it's something really down in the gut, Leo. That's what this lion represents. It represents the kind of untamed part of the psyche, which is a wonderful part, and it does have to be sort of managed properly. But this reading is saying, let it out, uncage it. You know, take the tranquilizer dart out of its flesh and let it run around a little bit. I don't see on the table here any permanent harm coming from this, and you do not have to choose this way or that. The opportunity is here to make great progress without having to come down on one side or the other, no matter how much pressure is applied to you to do so. Right, I'm going to leave that there, Leo. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful month, and I'll see you again soon for another reading. Namaste.